From the 26-year-old dating only 2 men in her life, to the 25-time world champ tying the knot with the love of her life. Here is Simone Biles' dating life exposed. She's a rock star Olympian with 7 medals and a Presidential Medal of Freedom to show for it. Unfortunately, unlike her accolades, you won't find a long list of boyfriends or exes. Biles' priority has always been her career, which is why she's only had 2 boyfriends so far. Well, 2 that we know of, anyways. Currently, the 26-year-old is engaged to Jonathan Owens, but before Simone said yes to him, she was with fellow gymnast, Stacy Irvin Jr. Biles first met Stacy back in 2014 at the P&G Championships in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Still, that's not when the pair hit it off. In fact, it didn't happen until 3 years later. I'm not sure if they were taking it slow or just afraid to take the leap. Anyways, in 2017, Simone was taking part in the television reality show Dancing with the Stars. And guess who her grandmother hired to coach Biles? I'll give you a hint. It was a certain WWE star. I think the show brought these two close together because when Biles returned from the reality show, she started dating Stacy in no time, and she didn't waste a second in updating us either. Both of them took to Instagram to announce their relationship. Modern-day Facebook update, I tell you. Now, Stacy and Simone may not have been endgame, but make no mistake, Stacy was almost the perfect boyfriend. The history-making athlete said so herself. After 2 years together, in an interview with Today, Biles gushed about her then-boyfriend. She said, and I quote, "He's awesome times 2. What's more, Irvin was always telling her how proud he is of her. And the fans didn't have a hard time believing Simone because we saw just how incredible of a support her fellow gymnast was themselves. Let me take you back to 2019, the World Championships in Germany. Our favorite gymnast was among one of the participants, and like always, she was killing it. The champ won 5 out of the 6 gold medals at the event, and the person cheering louder than the crowd was Stacy. He wasn't present at the event, but he was sending his support from across the globe. Here's what the lovesick fitness coach wrote on social media after his girlfriend's incredible win. "My woman is a 5-time world champion in the all-around, and I couldn't be more proud." Yes, he wrote that all in caps. And to make it even more cute, he wrote about how he gets hyped up whenever he watches her to do something, and that day was no exception. In reply to his super cute post, Biles called Irvin her man and wrote about how she couldn't wait to give him the world's biggest smooch. Could these guys get any cuter? Unfortunately, as cute as these two were, they didn't last long. Biles broke a lot of hearts when she shared the news of the breakup during an interview with Vogue in 2020. The gymnast said that it's hard being young and having that long of a relationship, and then ending it. To make it worse, the record-breaking champ never told us why the two broke up. But in her interview with Vogue, Biles did talk about the pandemic and how it can affect an athlete. In Simone's opinion, being out of their element for such a long period of time can really take a toll on players. Biles thinks that when you're in the gym, you get to work out, you release endorphins, and you get to take your anger out. Without that kind of release, you're stuck at home with your thoughts. What exactly was the world champ implying with this? Did the pandemic put a strain on the two's relationship? Did they grow apart? All we have are assumptions to go on. On the bright side, Simone was trying her best to be positive about the breakup. In her words, it was for the best. Kudos to her for finding a silver lining. The good news is that the athlete didn't have to stay single for long, as she met her current beau and future husband that very same year in August. Believe it or not, but the pair met on the dating app Raya. It was Biles who made the first move. Talk about confidence. And soon enough, Simone shocked everyone when she announced her relationship with NFL champ Jonathan Owens. Mostly because people expected her to stay out of the game for a while after her breakup with Stacy. But love strikes when it strikes. And Biles was for sure getting the butterflies with Owens. The pair had started dating in March 2020, but waited 5 months to make it official. It was another Instagram announcement, and since then we've only been getting cute updates from the lovebirds' lives. Simone and Owens are hardly the private kind. Neither of them shies away from some PDA, and I'm honestly here for it. Whether it's writing words of support for one another on social media or showing up for each other on important matches, these two really are couple goals. Remember when the Olympian had to step away from the game because of her mental health struggles in July 2021? Yeah, Owens was right by her side through it all. As fans showered Biles with words of support, in an appreciation post on Instagram, Jonathan wrote, "I love you so much, and I can't wait till you come home and I get to see that beautiful smile again." Aw, and you best believe that Biles matches that energy when it's the footballer on the field. That same year, Jonathan had its first NFL interception, and even though the world champ was stepping back from her game, she made sure to support the love of her life. In a heartfelt post, Simone wrote, "I love watching you live your dream." It's clear that Simone is head over heels for the NFL star. Just look what she had to say about him in an interview in January 2021. "Our personalities match right up. We have the same sense of humor, and he's just great." Biles also pointed out that a big reason why the two work is that they're both athletes. And so, are we really surprised that Owens decided to pop the question 2 years into the relationship? And he did on Valentine's Day. Guess he really is a romantic. He kind of planned the perfect proposal under grapevines and in front of a beautiful sunset. He even got down on one knee and everything. The best part? He was kind enough to share the video with the world. And here's what he said during the heartfelt moment. "Well, babe, now I got you here. I want to tell you I appreciate you so much. You know I love you. Will you marry me?" Of course, Simone didn't waste a second saying yes. She even asked Owens if he asked her dad. Oh, and if any of you were wondering, Owens put a rock on that finger, and Simone called it her most prized possession. The athlete even said it beats a gold medal. In her tweet about the engagement, the gymnast wrote about how she can't wait to spend forever with Owens and how he's everything she dreamed of and more. Talk about cute. On that note, I'd like to say that if there's anything Simone loves being more than the winner in a match, it's being a bride. Because after that proposal, Biles went full steam ahead with the wedding preparations. She had a dress picked out a month after the engagement. Someone was really excited to walk the aisle, huh? Since then, we've gotten a golden wedding card and lavish bachelorette, which is great, but also slightly concerning, because the couple had their wedding ceremony in 2023. On April 22nd, the pair stood before 144 guests, dressed in white, and exchanged their vows. It was a beautiful ceremony in Cabo, Mexico. They'd already had an official civil ceremony on May 6th at the Harris County Courthouse in Houston. According to the gold medalist, they had to get married legally in the U.S. since their wedding was supposed to be a destination wedding. Simone looked absolutely ethereal in the gown she was wearing, and the simple makeup and hair really alleviated her look. But don't be fooled. Underneath all that was a very nervous Biles. The gymnast said that her heart was beating out of her chest, and she had never felt this nervous before. I mean, I could think of a few moments, but still. Fortunately, the nerves went away when she saw Jonathan at the altar. The pair just tuned into each other and blocked everyone out. The world champ even said that she fell in love with the footballer all over again. All in all, these two really look like endgame, and I'm all here for it. So, from the 25-time world champ tying the knot with the love of her life to the 26-year-old dating only 2 men in her life, that was Simone Biles dating Life Exposed.